What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to The Hate Watch You. We have my brother Dame. We have my brother Devontae. And this is the show where we love to hate, but we don't hate to love. Gentlemen, what the fuck is going on? Only the champ? Is that what it stands for?
Original tribal chief.
Damn.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's all good. It's all good. You know how we rock it. One's up over here. Acknowledge me.
I put that shit on the graphic too.
Acknowledge me.
He got that demon in him, boy. That shit was different.
Acknowledge me. So, always.
That's the champ.
Here.
He ready.
Yeah, so, always.
What's going on over there, D?
Just waiting for my draft. See if we get an O lineman. Probably not.
I feel like y'all have drafted O linemen for 5 years straight and still can't block.
I got something. I got something for y'all ass in a minute.
That's funny, yo.
All right, so Dame got an icebreaker for us. So we're gonna jump into this icebreaker to start the show. Dame, what do you got? What do you got for us today, sir?
So I know you be on social media like that, so I'm pretty sure you've seen this scenario, but I'm curious. Would you rather fight the Powerpuff Girls every day for a year or Batman once a year for 10 years?
I did not see that proposition. I don't know. Because Batman is brutal, bro. Like, he might fuck you up for stealing a Snickers bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, Batman is not like a ruthless nigga. The Powerpuff Girls, you said every day for how long?
For a year. The Powerpuff Girls every day for a year or Batman once a year for 10 years.
I'll take Batman. Because I could prep for Batman once a year. Because do I know when he's coming to fuck me up? It's just random. It could be at December 31st
and January 1st.
Yep. God damn. I'm gonna take Batman though, cause the Powerpuff Girls, there's 3 of them. They'd fuck you up, and Batman, even though he was ruthless, once a year I guess ain't too bad. You know, I could recover torn limbs and shit. What do you think, D?
I got Batman too. I ain't fighting no little girls.
What? That's not. I mean, that's a fair, objective statement, but that's not who we're dealing with. These are not just regular little girls we're dealing with.
Yeah, they got sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Motherfucking demon child.
No, I'm all set. I'd rather fight somebody. Batman. Batman. He a regular person. He ain't mixed with nothing else. He just got gadgets. I got a gun.
Fair. That's fair.
We done seen how guns work against Batman. Them shits don't fare well at all.
Stand a better chance than three little midgets coming after you.
You might be able to shoot one of them motherfuckers, man.
No, I'm with Trey. Like I can prep for Batman once a year, every day. I be in the gym anyway, so I'm like I can prep for that. Now, that's a terrible way to end the year and start the next year if that's when he decides to cash in. Like you said, imagine me going jaywalking and that nigga just throw me across, 4 intersections talking about something and now speak.
Yeah.
Now, but here's the thing. Now, here's why I won't fight the Powerpuff Girls. Did you see what they did to Mojo Jojo?
They used to
on his day off. On his day off, they went into jail to beat his ass.
Listen,
he was already in there. He was already in jail. They beat his ass on his day off just because they thought he might ruin the day of the city of Townsville. I'm not fighting the Powerpuff Girls. Absolutely not. Yeah, hey, I can recover for some torn limbs, bro.
Y'all want a quick story time?
Yeah.
Quick story time because this is Powerpuff related. Me and my brothers used to watch that. I have a younger brother. I have an older brother. My younger brother loved Mojo Jojo for some reason. My dad was laying down. My brother had a toy in his hand.
Oh shit!
My younger brother went up to him and just said Mojo Jojo and hit the fuck out of him in the face. I'm talking about black eye. We talk about that to this day. You go around my dad and you say Mojo Jojo, he's scared for his life.
The real question is, what did your dad do in those moments?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think he was
Nigga
looking for Professor X.
Nigga didn't stick around to find out. Motherfucker got loose. Fuck that shit.
Mind you, my younger brother at that time was maybe like 5 or 6. He get aggressive over here.
He still got to get his ass whooped. If I'm the pop, he I gotta grab his ass up because he was dead sleep too. I'm sure he was dead sleep.
No, he wasn't asleep.
Oh, he wasn't
just
asleep?
laying there.
Oh,
No,
okay.
just laying there, and next thing you
that's
know,
even
all you hear
worse.
is Mojo Jojo.
That is crazy, bro.
Caught a 2-piece real quick.
Hell no. Mojo, the Powerpuff Girls had a soft spot for him, and him was before his time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Him was before his time, yo.
Yes.
Him was before his time. I go back and think about that shit like, God damn.
Leave it alone.
All right. but they never really put the pause on him like that. Anyways, thank you, Dame. I definitely would take Batman, a squabble with Batman. But just imagine if you're going to like Thanksgiving or some shit and you're driving and like you just see that big ass black truck. He jumps out. He discharges from the top of the roof onto your roof. I couldn't picture it. And Batman's one of my favorite superheroes. But
the Batmobile is just a Tesla. That's all it is, bro.
come on, bro, that's hate.
Not,
Hey, listen.
That's the name of the show, is it not? But it's also true because, like,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
but also, I'm not gonna say I'm not scared of Batman because I've seen what he's done for less. Like you said, from jaywalking, it's over for me, right? Talking about some, where's the Joker? Now speak, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's also like we stopped at the same red light, so you see what I'm saying, bro? Like you and
I guess
yeah.
I guess that's a logical way to put it, but you know, he fight and to your point, he really only fight like I'm not gonna say it.
Yes.
But he doesn't really fight like his main villain is
A cross-dressing clown, yes.
God damn. Or they're all from the mental institution. Either way, he doesn't
Oh yeah,
fight.
Bane was whooping his ass. Joker be whooping his ass.
Right,
Like-
right. And he's not really fighting like monsters and shit. So I mean, and to be fair, the Powerpuff Girls they beat a monkey up, and
There's something to be said about that.
Nah, they
too.
beating up everybody, bro.
They
The
beat-
gang,
hold
green
on.
gang.
You might
Who's
be
the-
onto something because they beating up a monkey and they beating up him.
Right.
The cross-dressing lobster devil.
Yes.
Hold on, man.
who's
So they
the
literally fighting demons.
who is the boys? Who are the boys? The boys that were like created to be the alternate version of the Powerpuff Girls. What was their
I
name
know
again?
you're talking about the Rowdy Puff Boys or some
Yeah,
shit
they
like that.
they was fucking them up that day. I remember that. And
They
fought
was. They're like, hold on.
Mm-hmm. That shit got real.
They was like, hold on, like definitely concerns me a little bit, but you know what I mean? I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get clapped.
You will get clapped. Shout out to Waterbury.
Waterbury, yeah.
Feel me?
Waterbury.
Shout out to motherfucking Waterbury, Connecticut, man. We couldn't do nothing else. We could go fucking viral for that shit. All right, gentlemen, let's get these 30 seconds of hate off. It's time, yo. It's time. I feel like it's been a long week for all of us. It's time. Let me go first, cause
Okay.
y'all have all went first. Let me go first. Let me do this shit.
You got some real hate.
My hate goes to the motherfucking Houston Rockets, Shams, the NBA, Adam Silver. Yo, game 1 of the fucking playoffs, Kevin Durant is out with a bruised knee. How did he get a bruised knee? The shit happened on Wednesday. The game was on Saturday. On top of that, bro, he got a bruised knee from diving at a loose ball in practice? Get the fuck out of here. You kidding me? That nigga don't even... Yo, he don't even dive for loose balls in games. You mean to tell me this nigga was diving for loose balls in practice right before the playoffs was about to start? On top of that shit, they waited an hour before the game started to announce that he was hurt? when everybody's, it was like 80% odds for the fucking Rockets to beat the Lakers, and it was 20 or less than 20% of people that thought they were gonna win. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. These niggas is cheating, bro. They all gambling. They all fucking gambling, bro. Go ahead. Who's next, man?
You can go ahead.
That felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, bro. And 30 seconds ain't enough. And it's gonna bleed into the NBA, so I'ma chill. But, bro, I've been waiting to get that shit off, man. Like, these niggas is gambling right in front of our faces, bro. And it's crazy because, yo, I was watching wrestling and I was like, damn, this shit is scripted. And then I started to think, well, that's how motherfuckers look at sports. And the more I keep seeing all these prediction markets and these gambling sites partner with the NBA, the NFL, I was like, nigga, we're just too invested to believe that it's not real. This shit is rigged, bro. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, D.
All right, here we go.
All right, so 15 seconds going to the Chargers straight off the rip. I watched a video on social media of them playing a new game where they have to chase a deflated balloon. They have my linemen doing that. So these dudes that have torn ACLs is out here chasing a fucking deflated balloon. Crazy. My second one is going to Aaron Gordon. Bro, all I needed you to do was score some fucking points. And you ruined it.
Aaron, hold on. I'm going to have to find that video. What do you mean by chasing a deflated, you said a deflated balloon?
Yes, they're chasing, go to the Chargers account. They have fucking Joe Alt who just like tore his ACL or whatever the hell he had, the knee surgery or ankle surgery. He's chasing a fucking balloon.
Is there a reason for this or?
These are their icebreakers. I don't need fucking icebreakers, bro. Bro, the shit is crazy. It's nasty work here, yo. You got a whole line that was destroyed by injuries, and you got them literally running during OTAs chasing a fucking balloon.
Chargers. Okay, I never heard of that as a
yeah,
as a icebreaker. Normally they're just, hey, how you doing? Or, if they're kind of role playing, but that's fucking crazy.
This is why my hate for these guys sometimes appears, because they do stupid shit.
You said this is on their account?
It was on their account.
Oh, I see it. All right, I'm gonna play it real quick after I'll play it real quick after Dame gets his 30 seconds off. All right, Dame, get your 30 off, man.
Fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Mets. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to quote that man. But go Hawks, all right? But fuck Triple H for real. Why the hell did you have Jade Cargill lose to that fucking Australian golf, bro? And why did you have me sit through Saturday, bro? I'm over here trying to get niggas onto your product. And Saturday WrestleMania. And Cameron was right. Quit bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas over here, bro. I don't smell what the Usos cooking. But whatever, right? Why'd you have me sit through Saturday WrestleMania, bro, when Sunday was a fucking classic, bro? Fuck Triple H.
So, Saturday, who was the headliner Saturday?
Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Okay. And Pat McAfee. From the 4-letter product. You
know what they said?
And Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, I didn't see Jelly Roll come out. He's racist, though, so I don't... You know what I mean? He's a little different. Holy shit.
They're just trying to give you more product. That's it. Like what I be chasing the NFL for. You should be happy.
More days.
More days. You gonna get more days. Hey, yo, you a fucking 18-game junkie. That's what you are. Hey, y'all got any more of them games?
Like, one more.
I need one more game,
I need one more game.
Yep, that's me.
Just one more. I'm gonna play this real quick, and then we'll get into what the tuck. I gotta.
This is a what the tuck. I literally opened this shit, and I was like, "Yo, we gotta be kidding!" For anybody who doesn't know, that's Joe Alt. That's our top pick.
Yeah.
From like 2 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah.
He was number one.
Do you want to play a game? You have to.
Oh, yep, I got it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Bro.
I'll see you guys. That was day one.
So what would have happened? What would have happened if he would have tore his ACL? Cole Strange is our new lineman.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is all about. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like, what are we doing? I wish they could protect my quarterback as good as they protected that balloon from hitting the ground.
If man,
because this is a fucking joke. I'm gonna take this flag down in a second.
Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all aren't gonna get AJ Brown, unfortunately.
I don't want AJ Brown. That was you wishing that.
Nah, I mean, y'all needed a receiver. But let's get into what the tuck. So the Chargers are chasing deflated balloons. I wanted to name this episode. I don't want to be like Mike no more. Like kids, you love Michael Jordan as a fucking kid, right? Like, you love the shoes, you love the sneakers, and I'm not even really upset that he's like doing NASCAR and don't give a fuck about the NBA, because he did have an NBA contract where he was supposed to spend all year on NBC. Come to find out that it was one interview that they chopped up like 100 times. Yo, you mean to tell me that you advertised Michael Jordan was coming to the NBA, and that was one interview that y'all did, and y'all had him talking about the NBA? I thought he was going to be commentating. But anyways, I scroll down my Instagram account. Excuse me, not my Instagram, my TikTok account. And Michael Jordan has went viral last month for his NASCAR team, and they're doing great, right? They're winning. They've been winning more than, I don't know, ever, I guess. Last month, he was spanking the kids behind so-and-so. They said he had ice on it. Did y'all see that clip?
I did.
All right, so here's another one of Jordan, and it's like, all right, Mike, we get that you're excited, but this is out of pocket, bro.
Wait, you said spanking?
Yeah,
he was fucking Mr. Krabs pinching his ass.
What the media said was he had ice in it from them dumping a bucket of ice on him, and he was spanking it out. Pause.
That's crazy.
But okay, we can okay, maybe, right? Everyone knows kids. You might joke around with them a little bit. These might be really close. But this is unexcusable. Unexcusable, and I want you gentlemen to tell me how you feel about seeing one of the greatest players of NBA history do this type of shit in broad daylight, because they just keep finding them.
Along with his partner Denny Hamlin in 23-11.
I wish I had the full clip. So for those who can't see, he's walking up to a man, yoking his neck. He yokes his neck, yo. He yokes his neck. He shakes his head a little bit, and then he holds his head and kisses him. And the guy looks visibly uncomfortable. If I'm the guy, you're probably like, who the fuck is this person that's grabbing my neck and my head? And it's black, manly hands. It's not like a girl or nothing like that. Look at him. He doesn't know how to react.
Denny Hamlin in 23-11.
Mike, what the fuck is going on, Mike? What the fuck is going on? Gentlemen, how do you feel about seeing one of the greatest players do that weirdo shit?
Go ahead, Dave. Cream rises to the top, right?
There's a lot wrong with that statement. I mean, did you at least buy him dinner first, Michael? Like, because if you're going to grab the man by his neck and then kiss his head like that and rub his shoulder, like, damn, bro, did you buy him flowers? Did you hold his hand? Bro. All the things you should have done when he was your man. Shout out Bruno Mars. But, like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, I got nothing else. It's just inexcusable, like you said.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, Hamlin looked like he ain't no parts of... You know how when you go up and you hug your wife and you know you done pissed her off? That's the exact look that you got just now from Hamlin. It's like, yo, this shit again?
Right. Because
Mike on some other shit, man.
Was that his kid? That was his kid, right? That he was spanking the butt? Yeah. Mike is bugging, bro.
Yeah. There's something going on with that family.
Yeah, he's
Blink twice if you need help.
Right. I could just imagine what his eyes look like under those glasses. All right, cool, whatever. That one's cool. Nothing too crazy, right?
They look like your shirt.
Not the clip, not too crazy, right? So our next what the tuck moment is like, again, I find all my shit surfing the internet. Bills GM Brandon Beam. This is what we've come down to. Mind you, the Bills have not won a Super Bowl, right? They haven't won an AFC Championship game, and I don't even think they've been to one since Josh Allen has been quarterback. They have a certain sense of arrogance to them. Am I wrong on that? They been to it? They haven't been to an AFC Championship game.
I think they've been to one.
Yeah,
Was it against
I think
the Chiefs?
That's where they got. I
think they lost to the Chiefs. I think
Was that the year that Steph Diggs was looking at the Chiefs celebrate that famous picture that was online?
I would like to think so, but you know what?
I think that
Let me
is.
look that up.
Check that for me while I finish my point.
Wasn't that the 13-second game?
No,
I thought that was a divisional. That was a
divisional game. So yeah, I don't think they've been to the conference championship game, but they haven't. Josh Allen hasn't done shit in the league outside of win MVPs, right?
2024, 32 to 29 loss to Kansas City.
That was conference championship.
Yes.
So that was to go to the Super Bowl. No, you're good.
Yep.
So one conference championship game that they didn't win. They had the division. Patriots are on the rise. They're probably going to be competing for that division for the next 10 to 15 years, right? Outside of that, the certain type of arrogance that the Bills have and the Bills fan base has is unprecedented. I don't understand where they get it from because they don't win. They do exactly what the Cowboys do. Win during the regular season and lose in the playoffs, right? So here's a clip of GM Brandon Beam encouraging Buffalo Bills fans to make AI photos of players that they really like to get them to fall to their spot. Now, I want to preface this by saying he's joking, but it kind of adds to a deeper point, and I'll explain it after we watch this clip. So this is Bills GM Brandon Beam talking about what he would like the Bills Mafia to do to help them out.
Yeah, I think it's hard. It's like anything. You kind of do a rundown. These are the guys that we're pretty sure there's less than 1% chance are going to be there, barring something, a gas mask or something popping up. So if you guys want to put any players that are really talented, something out there using AI to help us get them, we'll take them. But
so I only have a problem with this, not because it's not funny, but I have a problem with it because these are people's lives you're talking about, and we talked about the Zachariah Branch situation. So it's kind of like saying sabotage, do something that would get the media to disparage whatever the player is to drop to us. How do you gentlemen feel about hearing that? Because that's like a what the tuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying?
That was the GM?
That was the GM.
Okay. All right, man. I have no words other than, like you said, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I think it's unethical, for one, for the reason that you listed. And then also, it's a waste of everybody's time because y'all just going to get knocked out by Patrick Mahomes again anyway. So, speaking of, they made 2 AFC Championship appearances with Josh Allen at the helm. Also, they lost in 2021 to the Chiefs again, 38-24.
So it doesn't really matter what they do. They're going to lose to the Chiefs.
You're going to lose to the Chiefs, so let's stop wasting everybody's time.
How you feel about hearing that, D?
It's the Bills, man. They're crazy. You could just leave it at that. I mean,
go jump through a table, listen to some Griselda while you're out there. Like,
I just don't.
Yeah,
get it.
There's some Smells Like Teen Spirit playing as they're jumping off these cars. Like, I don't know, man. It's the Bills, man. They do anything to stay relevant during the off season, and then they choke later on. I mean, not to go for the Bills Mafia because y'all really are.
Nah, I'm gonna say it.
People.
You said fuck Boston. Fuck the Bills. Fuck the Bills because Josh Allen hasn't done shit Let's keep it a buck. He plays great in the regular season, but there was a clip too. I'm not gonna show it, but there was a clip where he's like, "Yo, they're killing Lamar Jackson for OTAs and not being there and all this other shit." I just watched this nigga go on live TV, pound the Buffalo Sabres, drink a beer, and it's like, oh. But it's like, just imagine if somebody did that shit. If Lamar did some shit like, God forbid Lamar looks high with a couple stacks of fish sandwiches at 3:00 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. That's crazy. But I just figured I'd get you guys' opinion. And this one right here, this is the final one. But I saw this again scrolling online, and I was like, what? Like, why? What is this? What is this? So according to this picture, these are cotton candy French fries topped with blue mayonnaise and cotton candy at the Toronto Blue Jays game.
Nah.
How do you gentlemen feel about that?
Nah, that's not.
That's like when Heinz had that. That's like when Heinz had that like purple ketchup, or yeah, that's what it looks like, just in blue. I can't even say blue because it looks like teal.
No.
It's blue. It's blue. Would y'all eat it?
Allegedly.
Would y'all eat that?
Nah.
No, no.
Listen. so listen. As the resident fat guy here, there ain't no way I'm putting that shit in my mouth. Pause, because that shit sound crazy. But on some real shit, anything that has food coloring that's supposed to be a different color. So like back when I was growing up and the original Hulk movies was coming out, Hershey's did some shit where they had like the green chocolate syrup. My dad had got it. I like chocolate milk growing up, so I had chocolate milk.
You had green chocolate milk?
Yeah, it tasted like chocolate. Like it tasted regular until I had the shit, and my shit was just green. Like I was shit like the Hulk. I never want colored foods after that again. So
looks crazy.
This is nasty. That's nasty. That shit look like that putty slime shit the kids be playing with now.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that looks like.
And I know that I know these places do this type of shit for like, engagement and clip farming, but it's just certain shit where I'm just like, I don't really understand it. And I had some other shit to show y'all, but it had nothing to do with sports. It was too funny, but I couldn't play it. It was too long. But I'm laughing because, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all what it was, right? So it was a video of a older gentleman, right? And he was walking around the store, the grocery store he was shopping. I feel like I gotta show y'all now, because now it's
There we go.
because that was the one where I was like, you know what? If I don't have it, but I'll keep explaining it while I search. So it was an older gentleman. He was walking around the store, and there was like a content creator following him, and he was showing him a picture on his phone. He was like, "Hey, Unc, this is you." So what it was it was a guy that was going around hypnotizing people, but it was an AI video. So he like showed him hypnotizing them, and then they had the older black gentleman like. He started just making out with the dude hypnotizing. So he was going around showing the dude. He was like, "Yo, they posted this online." So the whole time the black guy is like, "I ain't do that shit." So they were just showing it to different people that worked at Walmart and shit. I thought it was pretty funny, but I didn't want to bring it up because it had nothing to do with sports. All right, so first things first, Dame, the clock is yours, my friend. This past weekend we had WrestleMania number 42. Dame, what do you feel about WrestleMania, the recap?
Make sure that you continue to acknowledge the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is back. All right, the island of relevancy is back. So there's nothing else need to be said about that. But that was one of the greater main events I've seen from Roman Reigns, CM Punk. They put on a hell of a show for sure. There was a couple false finishes. There's definitely a DQ that should have happened when Roman Reigns hit that man with the chair, or with the steel steps. But
Yeah, because that wasn't a right. That wasn't a street fight or
correct, it was just a regular championship match, and it's
okay.
like I understand in kayfabe if the referee is not looking, but like, bro, nigga, you right there. We watched you do it.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Oh, Roman, please don't do that." Like, what? No, that was insane. But great match, instant classic, I think.
yeah.
The night one, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, and I've talked
Mm.
about this domestic terrorist on our midst, right? Shout out Cody Rhodes. I know my friends act like I don't like Cody Rhodes, but I fuck with Cody. Shout out to Cody Rhodes, one hell of a match as well. And if y'all saw his eye, it got shut, like it's swollen.
So that was
Um,
legit because I did see
yeah,
that.
yeah, that was legit. So at the end of it, Randy Orton brought back a banned move, the punt kick. I guess shout out Pat McAfee, but also fuck Pat McAfee, but
Mm.
nonetheless, because he didn't need to be involved. Him nor Jelly Roll needed to be involved in that match. It was just, you got 20 years of history between the two of them, and you got to add Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll just to get these celebrities out of my sport, bro.
So let me ask you a question. You're not a fan of certain celebrities being a part of the lore when it comes to like storyline.
It depends on what the storyline is. So there's always an exception to every rule, right?
Right.
I mean, Bad Bunny, the most streamed popular artist in the world, has done two Royal Rumbles, a WrestleMania, and a Backlash, and he put on
Mm-hmm.
bangers every time. Like Damian Priest threw Bad Bunny off a ladder into a table at Backlash in Puerto Rico, where Bad
Mm.
Bunny's from, just for the love of the game. Like, imagine your favorite artist just putting up a Sweet 16 and then going to fucking WrestleMania and then
Yeah,
getting thrown off a ladder just for the love of the game and then
that's
going on
beautiful.
tour tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what Bad Bunny was doing.
Yep.
Logan Paul, I hate, I'm objective with my hate. I don't really fuck with dude, but when it comes to celebrities who have gotten into the business, he's actually pretty good at it. And so a lot of celebrities are fans like the rest of us. And like, oh my gosh, it's WrestleMania, blah, 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 right? But it's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes that a lot of celebrities take for granted. So
Mm.
it's just like we in the studio, and then some random niggas was like, "Oh, because I was second chair clarinet back in high school, I think I can make some music with y'all." And you see that this shit is boring,
Right.
boring in the sense of like you're so used to hearing the final product, you're not willing to sit through the
Right.
intricacies of us like trying to find a sample, or does this go with that, or
Right.
trying to find the right kick, hi-hat, whatever instrument. That's the type of stuff I think celebrities take for granted when it comes to WrestleMania or wrestling in general, because it's like, oh, I can do that, and then
Right.
you're like, I'm sorry, what? Like, imagine you go to work and it's Monday and you're like, hey, you're gonna lose tonight and get thrown in the table in the process. Like,
Right.
hey, corporate's coming today,
Right.
you're not gonna have a job by the end of it.
Oh
But
shit.
like, still keep on a good face, right? And we'll see you next week, maybe. That's pretty much what wrestling is. So
Mm.
it's just, yeah, celebrities.
How do you?
It's
How
an
do you,
exception to every rule.
speaking of celebrities, how do you feel about I Show Speed's performance in the? I'm not sure what the match was, so
Yeah, I got you.
forgive me, but I remember
That was
two.
a tag team, right?
It was a 6-man tag.
It was a 6-man tag. So I think 2 years ago he was introed into WrestleMania.
In the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
He was
there
in
was
the
a-
Royal Rumble.
there was a WrestleMania where he was the what's the drink? He was a Prime bottle.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. Yes.
That was
Yes.
WrestleMania, and then from there he went to Royal Rumble, right? And
Yep.
then he became this. So how do you feel about his kind of arc because he's a celebrity, but he's also a streamer. How do you feel about
Yeah.
his performance in WrestleMania 42?
I get it. Y'all trying to appeal to a broader audience, so I understand how the game is working, But I think
Sounds
it
like
was
hate.
damn nigga. I ain't get the takeout yet. What? Because my next sentence My next sentence was, I honestly think he did a good job for it being his first time, right?
Yeah.
So, and I like that they gave him the spot where he did the
Yeah.
frog splash.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
That
the
was
only
beautiful.
critique I do have is that as athletic as I Show Speed is, that looked like the most unathletic thing I've ever seen him do. That frog splash.
What jump? I think he was scared, bro. I think he
Probably.
stood. I think he stood up because the camera angle. Shout out to the people who were behind the camera because
Mm.
when he stood up, they were in front of him looking into the ring. But then when he fully stood up, you could see the crowd, and it looked like
Mm-hmm.
millions of people out there. Obviously, they said it was 52,000 or something like that. So he's looking into about 50 something thousand people. So I know when he's up there, it's like, oh shit, I have to jump
Mm-hmm.
and I got to perform. And I think you're right. It didn't look athletic, but it did look like he got caught in that moment and he was like, it's like make it or break it for him.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. Like, we were talking a little bit off air. I think he's a little different. Got that tism, but but I think he's a really good show person. Let me write that down.
Yeah. It was a good showing. Like I said, I don't think all celebrities need to be there. I mean, look at Travis Scott from last year, but whatever.
What about
and there's other
Yachty?
examples.
What about Yachty?
What about
Your boy
the-
Yachty?
Fuck Lil Boat too. I'm so glad you brought that up. Fuck Lil Boat, nigga. Like, send his ass back to Poland.
Well, what you
bro.
feel about the promos, like with the Cameron situation?
I think it was good. I think it gets more people tapped in, but it's literally called a promo tour, right?
Right.
We know WrestleMania is coming. It's on ESPN this year and all of this stuff, and then on the app, and then they put it on regular cable for the first hour because they want to get more eyes into it. So the hilarious irony is, as many people who keep telling me, "Oh, wrestling is fake," did not know that the Cameron thing was staged. So it's like, what are you talking about? People hit me like, "Oh my gosh, did you see what happened? This is real." No, it's not real. They taking pictures with each other right afterwards because it's
You
fake.
can tell
know-
that was fake. Well, I thought you could.
You
You'd
can,
be
but
surprised.
you know what it is because you're going into a world where it's not like you're going into a different world. Like Cam and Mace, their show isn't. It's a sports show like First Take, like our show, but it's not. You wouldn't think that would happen there, and they're used to dealing in that type of conflict. That it felt real. Like I don't think it felt real to me seeing it because it's like if Cam was really getting jumped, Mace would have been in there trying to squabble. And he wasn't. And Cam is with like 100 niggas that all fight and shoot. So it's like that would have
Well,
never really went down like that.
There's a couple layers to that too, though, because we noticed. I mean, or at least I did. These podcasts now are like appearing everywhere. So like Mace, Happy Gilmore too. He was a Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they were a Happy Gilmore.
You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, all of Hollywood was a Happy Gilmore too. Fucking Becky Lynch and Scotty Scheffler were in Happy Gilmore too. So
And
do with
Bad
that
Bunny.
information with you and Bad Bunny. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Well, let me ask you something too, though. Like, because you said you can have a moment where like they basically tell you, "Hey, you're gonna lose this match," and then you may or may not get fired. I used to watch wrestling like heavy, like I've said before. I'm slowly getting back into it just because I'll get more into it during my love section. But first of all, Trick Williams will whoop that trick. I ain't know about that. Like the whole chant of whoop that trick. That shit
Nigga,
was
did you
awesome.
see his coat?
that
Nah.
CVS receipt.
Yo, you didn't see his coat?
Nah,
All right,
I
keep
caught
going.
clips of it. I didn't
Keep
watch the
going.
whole thing.
I'm
But
gonna
I
find
saw
it for you.
Paige came back. Wasn't she banned?
Yep. She came back and they won. And when she came back, I was like, yeah, they're winning. They're winning this match. It's okay. It's a foregone conclusion. Let's just see how it plays out.
Yeah, I was so into that before. Me and my wife used to watch WWE a lot, and then they came out with the Total Divas, and my wife used to like watching that, and that's how I really found out about Paige and the Bellas. So I thought that was kind of cool. I just wanted to see what you thought about that.
Yeah, and we saw the rumors that she was coming back, and so when Nikki Bella, she's the injured one. So when she came out in the crutch, it's like, oh, I know what time this is. She needs to find a replacement, and of course, timing. But far as
That's why
so,
she came back. Okay, all right, I'm following.
yeah. So as far as but you gotta think about it. It's a promo tour, and you try not to break the fourth wall as much as you can. But with the whole Cameron thing, even though we know it's entertainment purposes, I went back and watched some clips, and I was like, I understand, even if it wasn't entertainment purposes,
How could
why
be
Jey
real?
Uso slapped across that table. Because what you mean? I don't smell what the Usos cooking.
Right.
Your father was legendary. What happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
We need more
Yeah.
Saturday. They keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas over
Mm-hmm.
here. We need some Sunday WrestleMania. Yeah, I would have slapped that nigga too. Actually.
Yep. And you gotta remember they trolls. They trolled.
They real trolls.
What's his name? The boxer. Before his most recent win, they were calling it a snooze for Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
So they trolled the shit out of him because up until his last fight, they were like, yo, he don't fight, he dances around. So they were going in this, they were watching it. They showed like a film of them watching it. Then they were in the studio and they were asleep like 2 minutes later, and like they was all in different positions. So they really do that type of trolling shit. Like, so it does make sense if you know the show, but if you don't know the show, you're like Cam, ex rapper, because that's how they promoted it. Ex rapper Cameron, like he's far from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then last night on Raw, the Raw after Mania, Roman Reigns was talking to his cousins, the Usos, talking about some. I can't believe you got some like y'all getting distracted. You got some ex rappers talking to y'all crazy. Mind you, Fab and Jim Jones is in the crowd. And Roman said this.
Oh shit!
But
that's
whatever.
planned though. That's dope.
Yeah. So you gotta, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, Uso looked like he was getting ready to cry during. I watched that a couple times too because I thought the shit was funny. And this
Yeah, it was
like,
funny.
Yo, Oos, you disrespecting me right now. That shit ain't gonna happen like that. I'm just like, yo, just get up and get active, dog. Like, if this is what we about to do, let it be, man.
So I'm gonna show you Trick Williams' coat, and then we're gonna empty the clip on Roman Reigns, how we feel about him being the only tribal chief. Is that how it goes? Damn.
You getting there? It's cool.
Only the tribal chief. Only the tribal chief. Well, I had my dog doing it. My dog was like this with the paw and shit. Me and Ash actually watched the whole fight, and the only thing she said was like, "God damn, this shit is long," but it was well worth every second. It was worth every second. Yeah, it was worth every second of it. It was worth every second of it. But look at his coat. I didn't understand why. I was trying to figure out why Yachty was there. Nah, you didn't even see it. Look at this.
Nah, fuck Yachty. Fuck Lil Boat. Uh-huh. I like it. Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Exactly.
Nah, I saw highlights. Yeah, I saw highlights, not that. I might have to change my last name, yo. That shit crazy.
Trick Williams. And I saw Obafemi. I saw what people. Oh, that's what we got to touch on before do Roman Reigns. How do you feel about Obafemi beating Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar allegedly retiring at the end of the match? Before you go, I did see some wrestling enthusiasts were talking about when a wrestler breaks character and they put up like the X, and he did that a few times. So let's. What do you think about that?
Well, before Oba and Brock, I do need to touch on the fact that it's fuck Triple H once again for allowing Rhea Ripley to win the title over Jade Cargill. Whatever. Just need to get that one off one last time. Oba and Brock. I told y'all Oba was up next. And I knew it was going to be a squash match. So I knew it was going to be over quick and simple. So a lot of us did not see Brock retiring. Once he... What?
Breaking news. Portland Trail Blazers have tied up the series 1-1. They beat the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby is currently in concussion protocol. Continue.
Brock, like you said, he threw up the X, and so it just felt like real, genuine emotion where we're like, wait, whoa, hold on. Like, what you mean you taking the gloves and the shoes off, and you just gonna leave them there? And then Oba, He even did the whole cowboy tip of the hat thing to show respect to Brock. So it was just
That's what that was. Okay, because I saw that and I saw the X and I was like, all right, you know, uncultured me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
yeah. So the X was just like, yeah, no, this is not scripted. This is for real. So yeah, it was just a lot of wait, what the hell is happening moments, you know. But
Similar to CM Punk. It's like, all right, bro, you know, these niggas, they've contributed a lot to the game we love, what a game you love. You had to see it coming, essentially. And everyone's been talking about Obafemi being next up and how they're potentially trying to position an Obafemi beef with Roman Reigns.
mm-hmm.
They're saying that's what the next thing is going to be. My
At
sources
some point.
that are close to the game that tell me that. So we're just going to transition right into Roman Reigns, the only tribal chief. How do you feel about that, sir? Roman Reigns beats CM Punk in a long-winded match. WrestleMania 42 World Heavyweight Champion. How do we feel?
This is what greatness looks like. All right.
You were Brady bunching it? Was that supposed to be for me?
No, that's the joint.
That's the one.
Oh.
But I can't put my hand all the way up or it won't be in camera. So yeah, no, this is what greatness looks like. He had a 4-year reign.
Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. Kevin Durant's playing? Yo, bro. And he don't got a fucking cut.
Just save it.
God.
Just save it. Save it.
He's
You
playing.
can hate on it in a second.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. This is a Roman Reigns segment. That's breaking news, just so we can, you know. All right, go ahead, man.
He's just like hitting a button.
Go ahead. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
Roman Reigns moves the needle. You can feel the atmosphere when he's there versus when he's not there. I mean, hell, you saw Tyrese Halliburton out there acknowledging the tribal chief before he came out for his entrance. So it's just one of those things that even Raw after Mania, people are chanting OTC while CM Punk is talking. I don't give a damn about CM Punk. I fuck with CM Punk, but like it just hits different when that orchestra music come on. So
yeah, and he's a descendant of The Rock and what was his father's name?
Sika.
Sika.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's like 18 Samoans currently on the roster. So
God,
and they're all related somehow, some way. So
is that legit or is this some bullshit ass like WWE story?
Yeah, like how we all thought Undertaker and Kane were real brothers, but
no.
not.
So
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up. That fucked me up.
That shit had me tight.
That's when I knew that shit wasn't real. I say, yo, these niggas ain't brothers.
Okay, well I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like
fuck, damn.
No, so Roman Reigns is cousins with the Usos, whose little brother is Solo Sikoa, who's also cousins with Jacob Fatu. Nia Jax is somehow related to them, also related to The Rock. And Naomi, who's out, is married to is married to Jimmy Uso. So technically, that is Jey Uso's sister-in-law. So she's a part of the family too.
So what'd you name, like 8 wrestlers?
Exactly.
Yeah, hold on. I
Exactly.
heard
They're all
Rikishi's,
they're all fucking.
I heard
man.
Rikishi related to them too, though.
Rikishi's their dad.
Huh,
Like
that's-
this is real life
that's
shit.
His name is Sika.
No. That's Roman Reigns' dad. So Jay and Jimmy.
I thought Rikishi was gone.
No. He's still with us, bro.
All right.
No, so Jay and Jimmy Uso, obviously twins, and Solo Sikoa is their little brother. Their dad
Is
is
Rikishi.
Rikishi. Yes.
In real
Their
life.
cousin in real life, yes.
And Rikishi has a daughter, right?
They're Samoan. They probably got like 8 of them. I don't know.
All right, fair
But
enough.
we're talking about who's on the roster right now. So and so Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, They're all brothers, sons of Rikishi. Their cousin is Roman Reigns in real life. Their other cousin is Jacob Fatu in real life. To be fair, the Usos' real life last name is Fatu. So, yeah.
So who's Jacob Fatu's people? Just not really relevant as far
I don't
as
remember.
wrestling?
I don't remember
Is-
how the whole. But they
is the
are.
guy
But they
that's-
are.
Isn't
They
it
are
the guy that
cousins.
sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow"?
No.
Yo, that's crazy. The
I'm
live
sorry,
action
Dave.
is
I'm
coming
sorry,
out.
Dave.
The live action is coming out too, man. So who is The Rock's dad?
I don't remember at all, bro. Like I told you, it's like 18 of them off rip, bro. I don't know this.
But The
I'm,
Rock is
I'm not
their-
23 in me.
The
I'm
Rock
sorry,
is
I'm not
their
23
older.
in me.
The Rock is their older cousin, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they are okay. As long as
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
why he had that. That's why he had that bloodline thing. Like, what was
Yeah,
it,
last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why
Uh,
them niggas got that tat, that same.
I tell you
dumbass
what.
chest shit.
Hey, when they have their little WWE events, that's the family cookout. To be honest, they all there. Everybody there.
They could put on a show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That got to be some form of nepotism.
It
Of
definitely
course,
is.
the whole
It
business
definitely
is.
Yeah,
The whole
Yeah.
business is for sure.
yeah. Except for who was that young black kid?
Javon Evans.
Yeah, he's not. You could tell he come from,
Yeah.
you could tell he come from that, he's from Florida. He put two and two together.
And who
But,
the hell is Dan Hauser?
Yo,
Oh,
that's what
my
I got.
guy.
Yo,
That's my guy. That's my
Yo.
guy. He's growing on me.
That
I'm
shit
sorry.
look-
two.
that
He's
shit look
growing on me.
crazy.
I'm
Is he
sorry.
a mime / a clown? What is this?
Yo,
He's growing on me. I wasn't fucking with him at first, but I'm like, he's growing on me.
two questions
Comedic
for you.
relief.
So Danhausen, does he actually wrestles, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that's question one. Great. Demon, I need to know a little bit more about this character. Because I'm going to tell you what, when that shit said, I was in my crib doing that shit. But he did look like a demon. So please tell me a little bit more about him. Because Ashley had a very great question. She wanted to know if this is his character or like he really fucks with that type of shit, which is
Wait.
something I don't want to.
It was his
Is
character.
this the guy with the red and blue eyes? That had that. Who the fuck was that? You know who
He's
I'm talking
dressed
about?
like a fucking demon.
It's his character's
maybe it's
alter
this
ego.
Oh.
Finn Balor is his character's alter ego.
So he's
the
a
demon.
regular person, but then he could come out as demon.
Every once in a blue moon. Yes.
Okay.
Damn,
So
that
he
sound like
every
something-
once in a blue moon he comes out as demon or as Sam House.
Yes. No. Danhausen is a different person. The wrestler you're talking about, his name is Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
The alter ego
Oh, that's
is
Finn.
demon.
That's Finn Balor.
Yes.
Oh, because on the thing it said Finn Balor.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
so
him.
then when he came out as
Yeah.
demon, everyone was hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some
Oh.
DLC. That's downloaded content right there. That's what you pay extra
Yeah,
for.
that's the DLC pack right there. Yo, that's fucking fire. Okay, so to close this out, Dame, I want to watch more wrestling. What should I be watching, and when is the next event?
Monday is Raw. Friday is SmackDown. If you care about who's up and coming, so you're not surprised when they come to the main roster.
Yeah, I don't
Tuesdays
care
is
about that.
NXT.
That's like college.
Well, I mean, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, they had just came from NXT not too long ago, and
Yeah.
they're household names because we knew who they were in NXT. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's just like every time something happens or someone gets caught up, you're not surprised. Like, who is that? So at least you're following along. You don't have to watch the whole shows. I don't
Yeah.
always watch them all, but I do at least watch their pay-per-views. There's a pay-per-view once a month. I'm sorry, premium live event once a month.
Is that on
the
Netflix?
next one- They're on the ESPN app.
Okay.
Raw is on Netflix. SmackDown is on USA Network. Yeah, I know.
USA Network still exists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you think they play Law and Order? That's you.
Exactly. SVU keeping them in business. Like, put some respect on Olivia Benson name, please.
Yeah,
I
man.
trust-
That's like
whoa.
MTV with Catfish.
Exactly. No, well, I was gonna say ridiculousness.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I don't know
yeah.
what dirt.
That's what I mean.
don't-
Yeah.
Hey,
Or
Olivia
next?
Benson is to NBC Universal is what Rob Dyrdek was to Paramount and MTV.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So USA just plays wrestling, and these are all at 7 o'clock, right? 7, 8 o'clock,
Eight,
8 o'clock.
eight
All right.
Eastern. Yeah.
All right. I'll be tuning in, man. I gotta see my son Dan Housen and shit. And yeah, I didn't really like Rhea Ripley winning either, but that's either here nor there. With that being said, talking about Roman Reigns, congratulations on winning the heavyweight championship. He did play football, but we are not transitioning into football. We're actually transitioning into basketball. we're, trans- we're transitioning into the NBA playoffs, talking about the first week of the NBA playoffs, and we'll first start with where we left off, which was you guys choosing your series, right, that you thought were the most interesting. We've only had 2 games so far. So how do you guys feel about the Lakers and Rockets? Because those were the 2 teams that you guys both said that you were interested in seeing.
I don't. I don't feel. Because this fuckery with KD not being there. And then Luke Kennard just went off. Like, what? I don't know who he thought he was, bro. He was acting real different. But, yeah. But the whole KD news, it kind of messed up my whole, prediction about it. I said Rockets in 6 because that's when I thought KD was going to play. And then you said now he's going to play again. What? It's just, man, just...
Well,
Yeah,
he's played already. So come this Thursday would be game 3. So pending the results of what he does in game 2, he'll be ready for game 3 when they go back to Houston.
Yeah, it's just I'm tired of them niggas. It's the WWE is more believable than the gimmicks they be pulling up there in the sports universe in Vegas. But go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, I still got Rockets in 5.
What? For real?
I said 6, but
Yeah, I got it in 5 because look at the game that without KD. To be honest, I mean, and they wasn't Sengun in foul trouble for a good portion of that game, if I'm not mistaken. He had like 4 in the third, or 3 or 4 in the third, so they kept taking him out of the game, and the Lakers didn't pull away until the end. Like if we being honest. That's without KD in there, so it's a whole different game. They were able to flood the lane basically because they didn't have really no shooters. You wasn't really worried about nobody, so I can't see the Lakers sustaining that. Not without their superstars too. LeBron's not going to carry that team, and Luke Kennard is not going off like that again. I mean, I think he was the top scorer.
Luke Kennard had. In game 1, he had 27 points. LeBron didn't. LeBron had 19. This is game 1, y'all. LeBron had 19. Rui Hachimura had 14. Your boy DeAndre Ayton had 19 and 11, and Marcus Smart had 15. So we're turning back the dials of time with Marcus Smart being in a starting lineup. And Sengun had 19 and 8.
How many fouls though?
He had 4. He had 5 fouls, so he was in foul trouble the whole game. That's
why Ayton was able to kind of get those boards and stuff, and LeBron started to kind of turn up at the end because there was nobody really to protect the rim like that. I mean, the game looks a lot different once you put KD in there.
Yeah, I feel KD in his burner accounts. I'm looking at this roster right now, and you know what? This is partly his fault because he wanted to be traded to Houston, and Houston gave up so much shit for him. And essentially their bench is not good, and their starting lineup doesn't really consist of much offense. It really consists of him and Sengun. And
but that's because you got Van Vliet out.
Oh, shit. I forgot about Van Vliet. You're right about that. I forgot about him. Holy shit. He hasn't played all season. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. So they look different with Van Vliet. I think this series is going to go to game 7. And I don't know if they're bringing back. I don't know if Luka's going to be back. Luka or Austin Reeves. I know they've been pushing the schedule out to get them back. You know, because the league wants to see Luka and LeBron at least advance to the next series. But the game that I said I was really happy to watch was the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Currently, they're tied. They're playing tonight, but that game has been nothing but fireworks. Jaden McDaniels came out earlier and he was talking about how they just decided to go at all their players because they don't play defense. And I think that they have a real rivalry going on. They've been bounced the last couple of years by the Timberwolves. The unfortunate part about this series that is probably going to go to a Game 7 is that one of these teams, I have the Nuggets winning in 7, which is what I said. If they end up doing it, they're going to play the Spurs. And by the time they play the Spurs, they're going to be so fucking burnt out because of the Timberwolves that if they make it out the series, they won't make it out the next round. Because I don't think the Trailblazers and the Spurs is going 7 games. That's probably going to go 5. But Anthony Edwards has been playing really great. I wanted to give a shout out to Rudy Gobert. Every year he takes flack for being a defensive player of the year because everyone's always like, what the fuck does he do? He just collects rebounds and blocks shots. But when he's not in foul trouble, he's been locking Joker up to an extent. Like, Joker is not doing what he normally does. He's still getting a triple-double, which is crazy. But he's not getting, 25 rebounds and 15 assists and 20 points. So I think the series is going to go to 7, and we are going to see some fireworks with this game. Michael Jordan's son, Anthony Edwards, has been hooping and balling out. So I think so far in the West, that's what the best series is. Have you guys got a chance to watch any of the Knicks, Hawks, or Celtics, Sixers, or Raptors, Cleveland? What do you guys think about the
Nobody's watching Raptors Cleveland, so I don't even know why you mentioned that. But
what do you guys think about the East series?
Hawks, Knicks. Like you said, the Hawks stole one, and objectively, I can't remember who's the Knicks coach. Is it Mike Brown?
Mike Brown.
It's Mike Brown.
It is Mike Brown. It is Mike Brown. Okay, yeah, yeah. So when they the Hawks got to go ahead to put them up 107, 106. Or was it a go ahead? Was it go ahead? Did they miss a free throw? I don't remember.
He missed. I'm gonna play.
He missed
right
the second free throw, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He missed the second free throw. Mike Brown should have ran down that line like he was running a 40 to call a timeout when Michael Bridges had the ball in his hand with the game on the line.
Well, here's a fun fact: is that they didn't actually have timeout. So
they didn't?
No.
I thought they had one.
So no. So reports are going around. Let me get out of this. Reports are going around that it was a graphic error on ABC. They didn't actually have an extra timeout because same thing for you. I'm watching it and I'm like, call the time. I'm like, yo, why are they not calling the timeout? Because they only have 4 seconds. They would advance the ball, and Josh Hart has the ball. He's not even looking Jalen Brunson's way, and he's passing it to Mikal Bridges for the final shot. Something seemed off, but they didn't actually have a timeout.
Oh, that changes things. Yeah, fuck the Knicks, but yeah, why would you have the ball in his hand? I guess if you don't have no timeout, you ain't got no choice. Then that makes more sense. But Hawks stole one. Let's go. Let's get these 2 dubs at back in the 404, please.
Do you think this is going 6, 7 games?
It's only gonna go 6, but the Knicks are gonna win. So
I don't see. This is the thing, right?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Go ahead, D.
They're playing better at home.
Nah,
the Hawks are playing better at home. They stole one on the road, so the
that's
Knicks
what I'm
will
saying.
figure it out. The Knicks will figure it out. I know I'm not letting my fandom overtake the opinion that I have. The Knicks will figure it out. It's just they stole one on the road. So what is it they always say? Like, the series don't begin until you win one on the road?
Yes, sir.
And now you get to go back to the crib? Right. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it does end in 5 because I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks still won back at home. But
right.
But that's why I think it's going to go 6. They can both win on the road. So.
I mean, I think they gave them that confidence, that little boost of confidence that they needed. The Knicks, to me, don't have like that grit grime that they had last year with Tibbs. They don't have no, like, I don't know how to explain it. There's like
They
no real like
bitches, man.
identity
You
with
can
them.
say
Yeah,
it. They bitches, man. Cat is a bitch. Cat is a bitch, bro. Your big man is a bitch. They got a bunch of bitches on that team, and Mike Brown don't bring that same grit that Tom Thibodeau had. Connecticut born and raised.
That's
Feel me?
I think like Tibbs.
Watch your
Tibbs have
fucking
more
mouth
of that.
when you talk about Connecticut coaches, Dame. You hear me? Watch your mouth. I know you're from Atlanta. Watch your mouth when you talk about Connecticut coaches.
Okay, two things. I said nothing about a Connecticut coach. Secondly, I'm literally not from Atlanta. I've said that like every episode that I'm not from Atlanta.
No, that's fair. I just needed somebody to aim that at. Go
I'm
ahead.
from the state of Georgia, just not Atlanta.
I don't know, man. I just feel like with Tibbs, they had some like physical identity, basically. Like he demanded greatness. I feel like this is like more like a, oh, let's go have fun, guys, type of deal. Like, and this is what you see with Mike Brown teams usually. If I'm being honest, this is what I always see. He'll get them to the postseason, but then they wind up not doing shit.
Sounds like Justin Herbert.
Damn.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I thought we were making
God,
comparisons
yeah.
here. My bad.
Yeah, for real.
Oh shit! Damn.
That was an alley-oop. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit was like right off the backboard, my nigga.
Damn, Trey, you wound him up just because you got at him. Now he getting at me.
He had to shoot somewhere.
Doing a 3-man weave of strays here, bro.
Passing the buck. Oh shit!
That's crazy. Hey, you ain't wrong though.
Oh shit! That was hilarious.
Nah, but seriously though, it's like they changed it. First of all, if I'm being honest, I never thought Tibbs should have been let go. Period. I mean, he took them further than they've been in a while.
And
then
it
all of a
wasn't
sudden
Tibbs' fault why they lost, bro.
Yeah, so like my thing is like now you're bringing Mike Brown, who I mean, when's the last time he really did anything? You know what I mean?
So
like,
his first year when he was he coached Cleveland with LeBron, I believe at one point. He went from Cleveland to LA, I want to say. And he had like a short stint in LA, and then he went to the Warriors, got all those championships under the Warriors, and then he went to Sacramento, where they had De'Aaron Fox.
as an assistant though.
Yeah,
with the
but
Warriors.
Yeah, but like everybody, I mean, Steve Kerr. People say what they want about Steve Kerr, but
That's not Steve Kerr's team.
No.
Steve Kerr didn't build it.
No, Steve Kerr built. He didn't build the first year that they won, but after that, he built all those teams.
Nah,
I give that shit to Mark Jackson, but I mean,
yes, Mark Jackson. Those are Mark Jackson's teams. They just took him out. Like for the life of me, still, unless he doesn't want like a head coaching job, I don't understand how he got passed over a whole bunch of times when he actually built that team. Nobody could tell you anybody about Golden State before then. Like, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
And then you got these people that randomly inherit these teams. Well, maybe you, Dame, because you.
So I was a somewhat
the Jaguars.
I was a somewhat Golden State.
That's fair.
I was a somewhat Golden State Warriors fan when they had Baron Davis and Monte Ellis and all that shit. But and Jason Richardson, which that clip of him doing the 360 dunk and LeBron comes out of nowhere is like forever ingrained in my brain. Like it's crazy. But no, like Mark Jackson, they said the real reason why he's blackballed is because you know exactly what the fuck I'm about to say,
Exactly,
right?
bro.
He was trying to get niggas to go to church. He was trying to force Christianity upon his players, and like they just didn't like that shit. And ever since that rumor leaked, because I didn't say that, allegedly, I guess, but ever since that happened, he could not get a job. Like he was trying to get niggas to go to church and follow his ways and go to his church that was in LA or some shit like that. That's what the reports were saying. And after that, he just was not. Yeah, it was a wrap for him. Right? That's the same shit you heard, right?
Not to mention the comment on that broadcast that one time. With all due respect,
what was the comment?
Yeah,
I'm gonna knock her out of the park.
Oh yeah.
With all due respect.
Yeah. He was wild. He was a wild boy.
He was like, I'm gonna knock her out of the clutch Vance. A certain king's wife.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So I'm not saying names because I don't want the clutch vans outside my place, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
clutch
know
vans
that.
had to be outside. Oh, it's like it populates on the internet like every fiscal quarter, bro. Like,
You want to hear it? I'll play it. Go ahead.
nah, we can he can go on that goose hunt for himself, bro.
Yeah, he go.
I'm trying to keep us on the air. I don't want nothing to get taken out of context since the golf community got a hold of our clips, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was the most. People were more up in arms about golf than they were this nigga saying fuck Boston.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, actually, one of the
No,
comments.
that's not true.
Hold on, no, because one of the comments had said, it said Devontae looks 5'3", 250 pounds.
250 pounds.
I said, damn, they coming personally for me.
They did. I was like, okay, my shit was just like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They said, no, this is your height and weight from how you sit. Don't you? Then they say like, keep Boston's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, people get butthurt because you got opinions, man. I still stand by that. Fuck Boston.
To be fair,
I don't like the city. I ain't never said nothing about their sports team. And secondly, let me be real frank for a second. These motherfuckers want to talk about, City of Champions. You talking about what? The Bruins, the Red Sox,
Celtics.
The Celtics only won 2 in my lifetime.
No, that's not true.
2008.
Mm-hmm. And 2 years
and then
ago.
Just recently.
2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years
they only
ago.
won 2?
Yeah.
Then the
secondly,
the Celtics ain't repeat. They ain't go back to back.
Nope.
No, they lost to the Lakers. So
hold on.
So,
so Doc Rivers is telling niggas to Google his resume with one.
Exactly.
Yes. Ooh. So let me clarify something for everybody that want to sit there and kind of give me shit. One, I was never talking about the sports teams because I fuck with the Celtics. I don't like Boston, the city. Don't tell me about City of Champions when you guys are talking about fucking New England Patriots. Foxborough is about 45 minutes away from Boston. Boston is actually a little city. I'm not talking about Revere. I'm not talking about Everett. I'm not talking about Somerville, Cambridge. I'm not talking about none of those towns. I'm talking about Boston, the city itself. I used to get stuck in those traffic deals. I hate Boston, period.
This nigga
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to still say it. Somebody going to get mad because of that?
No. I was gonna say, like, I was thinking about how Boston is just white Atlanta, and you proved my point because you named all these suburbs that are not Boston, and I keep thinking about all these suburbs that are not Atlanta. So I'm like, yeah, Boston is white Atlanta.
Atlanta is crazy, bro.
And then Sweet Caroline is just their nuck if you buck. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that? Now that you put it in perspective, they do hold on to the Patriots as their team, right?
It's called the New England Patriots.
And I get it. It's Massachusetts, though. I get it. But outside of the Patriots, they really don't have a ton of championships in the last 20-something years.
No. The Bruins make it through a lot.
I don't know how many times the Bruins have won Stanley Cups. But
I tell you what, at one point you had the Red Sox in the World Series, you had the Celtics deep in the playoffs, and you had the Bruins make it to the championship, all while the Patriots could have sealed the deal and had every single parade happen in Massachusetts. So that's why I'll never hate on their sports teams. Like it is what it is. I'm talking about the city. Somebody telling me don't come from my city, bro. People talk about Hartford all the time.
Man,
it's Hartford. I mean, that's where I'm from, but that's
they only won the Stanley in the last 20 years. They had 3 Stanley Cup appearances, and they only won 1 in 2011.
Oh, they won 1. Okay.
They won 1. Okay. It says in 2011 they only won 1.
But they make it.
Yeah.
They made it in 3 years. They made 3 years out of 20-year gap. That's not like
see, and that's what
that
I'm
ain't
saying.
High
like
of a percentage, nigga.
Well, they get butthurt over me saying something about their city, but then when people want to say UConn is the basketball capital of the world, people getting upset about that, saying, "Oh no, y'all not because y'all don't got no real sports teams." But we have actual champions. Like there ain't no. We have. What do you mean? Do we?
Oh, like people that come from Connecticut that are champions? Is that what you're saying?
No, like I'm talking about just the college team itself dominates over every other fucking state.
College
every state. Yeah, but But that's a city of champions. I just think people need to stop getting so hurt about where you from. Like it ain't that deep, dog. I don't like your city. I'm still gonna stand on business. I still don't like that city. I don't give a fuck.
Just think about it. You made it, bro. Because you're getting under people's skin.
Yeah.
To be fair, even though I said what I said about Rory McIlroy, if people bothered to watch the show and the Trey would have posted the rest of the clip, right after that I said, hey, I know you're not, but I said, hey, congrats to Rory because winning back-to-back has to be tough.
No,
but all they got...
You said that in the clip. You said that.
No, not in the clip that you posted.
But fuck him. Oh.
Yeah, because Trey clickbaiting people.
Exactly.
Just like I said. Oh,
I'm fine with it. But the hilarious part is I'm checking this shit at 10 a.m. and the comment said like 7-8 hours ago. So y'all are up at like 2 a.m. mad about the Masters a week later, bro. So don't feel bad.
This university is built on hate and is built on watching. So that means
I put that in the comments.
Yeah, that's it. They gotta hate and they gotta watch. Some dude said, some gentleman said, make podcast mics more expensive, and I said to him, "Thank you for watching." Cause nigga, the clips is still gonna come out. I didn't tell you to click it. So
they said it about me or him.
No, he said that about me because it was about the women's shit.
Oh, that's funny.
I think that was the women's shit, or no, it might have been you. I think it was you.
It was you, Dave.
It was golf.
Yeah, it was you.
But I was just like, man,
I missed that one. Damn.
Yeah, it was either that or the women's one. I don't know. But
I read every comment. I didn't see it.
No, then it probably was the women's one that I posted a couple days ago.
Oh, I responded to everybody.
Yeah, and do so. Like do so.
I'm a dickhead. I responded to everybody.
That's what this university is built. When they think about the pillars of this university, and you have your 5 commandments, whatever they are, hate.
Yeah, listen. At the end of the day,
that's what this shit is built on, baby.
Man, you corny.
See, for me, it's like, bro, like you said, you watching me, but you hating. Like, thank you.
At 2 a.m., bro.
Thank you.
I only knew about it because Trey said, "Hey, Dame, you need to get them. They're getting on you in the comments." I'm like, bro, I just left Waffle House. I do not care, bro. Hey,
start that bitch up, man. Start that bitch up.
Hey, I created a whole TikTok just because of this.
Got the burner joint. All right. So with that being said, before we carry on and we go to the NFL just to talk about the draft, which is happening tonight. Thursday games. Just list off your winners, who you have winning, and we'll start with the East. We have the Cavs Raptors.
Cavs. Just get this shit out just go ahead. Send them back to Canada.
Cavs.
Send them back to Canada. Well, good thing they are going back to Canada for Game 3.
We'll keep them there.
Yeah. They honestly, they probably don't even have to take a flight after these next 2 games. They could just stay home. They don't gotta go nowhere, actually. All right, so we got that, and we have who's next? We have Knicks Hawks.
You missed
who
one.
We have?
Go up top. Pistons Magic.
That's Wednesday's game. So Pistons Magic. Who you got?
Pistons.
That was actually more competitive than what I thought it was.
Yeah, it was. I say Pistons. Just hopefully they have some pride about themselves.
Yeah, I got the Magics, man. The Magics. I think they're kind of rolling right now, and they're seeing that the Pistons ain't really shit. And Kay Cunningham's playing on a collapsed lung. Knicks Hawks. Who do we got?
Hawks.
I think I'm gonna co-sign that.
You got the Hawks?
Game 3, Hawks. Yeah.
I got the Knicks Game 3. Celtics 76ers tie series. Who do you guys got? Sixers at home.
Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics. Then we go over to the West. We got Thunder Suns.
Come on.
All right.
Come on, son.
All right, we're going to the Lakers. We're going to the Lakers Rockets. We might as well skip that shit. We're going to the Lakers Rockets. I think they will be playing on Friday. Who do we got? Rockets at home.
Rockets.
Yeah, I think we got the Rockets
Well,
too.
it all depends because if it gets down like a 3-1 and all of a sudden Luka and this dude Reeves comes back, you might
They're
have
losing.
a series a little bit.
They're losing right now.
The Rockets are losing?
Yeah, they're losing 26-39.
Yeah, I don't think that's sustainable.
Spurs Trailblazers tie series going back to Portland, where I didn't get to mention, but I'll mention it briefly. Did you guys see any articles about the Portland owner being like super cheap?
No.
So he said that they're not putting T-shirts. You know how they always do T-shirts in the stadium for the playoffs. They're not doing that. They're about to cut. I'm gonna find it for you. Hold on, because I read this shit. I was like, what the fuck? What he did not want to make the playoffs. That's clear. He did. Here it is, right here. So he's been cutting the new owner. He's been cutting waste, is what they say, right? But they're not traveling with their two-way players or bringing team photographers or digital reporters. They're not permitting support staff to utilize late checkouts at hotels. They canceled playoff T-shirts for the home games, and they lowballed college, like their potential college coaches that they were offering. Also, they're thinking of getting rid of a mascot. They have two mascots. They're thinking about getting rid of a mascot.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like even a Wolfpack give the fans something.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's crazy. You're paying all this money, and first of all, Dame Lillard was hurt for like the entire year. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to give them something. That's for the amount of money you're paying for a ticket is crazy.
I think they're going to lose this game, but I also think the Trailblazers did not want to make the playoffs. They wanted to tank. That's why Dame Lillard has not suited up all year. They wanted to tank, similar to the Pacers. Who you got? Spurs, Trailblazers?
Spurs.
All right, and then last but not least, my favorite series, Nuggets, Timberwolves play. Series tie going back to Minnesota. Who you got?
Who won the last game?
Minnesota.
Timberwolves, yeah.
Then Nuggets.
Nuggets?
Oh, we just talking about for this one, or are we talking about
just
like
this
the whole
one?
series?
Just this one.
Yeah, this is game.
Just this one.
Yeah, this is game.
No, I got Timberwolves.
I got the Nuggets actually. Jaden McDaniels is talking too greasy about. He was talking way too greasy about Jokic and Aaron Gordon. They don't play defense. Jamal Murray. They don't play defense. Cameron Johnson. They don't play defense. He's the one talking, and it's like, dog, you're not even Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move along. So tonight would be the NFL draft we have coming up. But before the NFL draft, there was a couple blockbuster trades. There was one blockbuster trade where we talked about Dexter Lawrence last time, so I feel like it's only right to update it. Huh?
Move along.
You know what I'm talking about?
That shit.
You want to talk about Sexy Dexy going to the Cincinnati Bengals for the number 10 pick?
This
don't
shit
do the
is
dance?
all...
Don't run.
This
or
this
don't
is
hide.
Crazy, this shit is crazy. I got a lot of feelings about this.
Let them rip, man. Get your hate off. That's what this is for.
Just literally, it took one pick for you to get that player. Bruh, like, once again, this is why I hate my team. We need help everywhere. Everywhere. We have probably the most cap space. And instead of trying to get somebody that you know is going to be good, we're sitting there talking about, oh, we'll just get it through the draft. When you're taking a fucking guess on somebody. We're the same team that drafted fucking Ryan Leaf. So, like...
Yo, Dame, that was you that sent that in there?
Nah, that was me.
That was you, right? Oh, my God.
He was point saving. That shit looked sketchy, right?
Ryan Leaf threw one. He was 1 for 15 with 4 fumbles.
I think he had 4 yards.
He had 4 passing yards. That was the worst game. That wasn't the Justin Fields. That's kind of crazy, too, because somewhere along in history, they try to make Justin Fields feel like that was the worst game he ever played. But it's really that Ryan Leaf game. He had 4 fumbles, 2 interceptions, 1 for 15, and 4 passing yards.
Let's not forget Nathan Peterman.
Russell.
Who?
Oh, Nate Peterman, before Josh Allen was on the Bills, Nate Peterman threw 6 interceptions in a game for the Bills. And he was trying to throw touchdowns.
What the fuck? Who?
Listen, did you watch that?
Peterman.
Nate Peterman?
Did I watch that game when he threw 6 interceptions?
No. Did you watch that clip I sent?
Yes, I did. That's why I said Paul Crewe. That's why he went to prison. That's why Paul Crewe went to prison. Point shaving,
I saw
bro.
that and I was like, why am I a fan of this team?
Hold on.
Like I don't understand where my
Okay, so
fandom
I'm
is
gonna make a
coming from.
callback. I'm gonna make a callback to episode 1.
He has a
Fuck
job
do you
on
know
the
about my
Raiders.
passion?
Oh, don't.
Fuck do you know about my pain? I don't ever want to hear about nobody complain about their team. But you know why I'm all smiles right now? Even though my team don't have a first round draft pick tonight.
They about to.
So
Yeah, wait till that dun 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 whatever that noise is. Kyle Pitts has been traded to. Yep. They're gonna trade Kyle Pitts' ass. They putting, for those who don't know, they're putting.
Wait,
Kyle
but which
Pitts on the
team are
board.
we talking about? Are we talking
The
they got
Falcons.
5 teams?
Talking about
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you know what? Hurt people. So I'm gonna just let that one slide.
That's funny as hell. That's
James
funny
said,
as
"I'm
hell.
on the NFC and the AFC. Let's see which one does better."
Didn't my AFC team beat yours last year though?
Woo!
Ooh, yeah, y'all put the smackdown on us.
Beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Fridays on USA Network, SmackDown. But nonetheless,
Damn, that's crazy.
I was there for that. I was there for that one. That one went right. So no
Y'all
thoughts
got
on
us the last 2 times.
no
I wasn't
no
gonna say
thoughts
it.
on Sexy Dexy, man.
So wait, hold on. Just so I can clear this up with Dave. Fuck you know about my passion. What you know about my pain? I took
I'm a Falcons fan.
we had a 28-3 lead against y'all, and we lost.
I know you're not using the words 28-3 against me of all people.
Oh yeah, that one sucked.
Exactly. First time? Huh? First time?
Jesus.
And it was 28-0 against the Jaguars. And you blew that.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it might
It
have
was.
been 28-0.
And you lost like 33-28.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember
Tragic.
they showed a video of a guy who was a Chargers fan or a Jaguars fan, and he went to sleep at halftime, and they woke him up at the end of the game, and they were like, "Yeah, they won." He was like, "What?"
Yeah,
They won.
I'm glad you corrected yourself because there ain't many Chargers fans out here. There ain't no way you watch a video of a Chargers fan. I'm probably like one of one.
Nah, there's Chargers fans out there. They just don't exist out here. They're all in.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it. Yeah, I wouldn't
not
run
in this
into a
galaxy.
Chargers fan, bro.
Nah. How do you guys
Not in
feel?
this universe.
How do you guys feel about them saying that? Well, Adam Schefter, who wonders what he had to do to get his report. Adam Schefter was sucking dick for the.
Yo,
Yo.
yeah, you got a clip, dog.
Yeah, you gotta bleep that, bro.
Adam
You got to
Schefter
clip
was
that.
going crazy for this information. He was going crazy. Yeah, I got you. Let me see what it is. All right, I got it. he was bugging out to get this information because no one really questions how Adam Schefter gets this shit. But anyways, this is the draft. But Adam Schefter reports that
Yeah. Oh, this is crazy work.
this is all AI, obviously, but it's just funny. But anyways, it was a picture of Adam Schefter with Mike Vrabel, and it looks crazy. But Adam Schefter reports that A.J. Brown is likely to be a Patriot after June 1st. They're most likely are going to end up trading for him. Gentlemen, how do we feel about two questions? How do we feel about A.J. Brown going to the Patriots, and where would you put the Patriots in that division and conference? Especially since both of you guys have AFC teams.
I'll take this one first. First, let me touch back on the Dexter Lawrence thing. Dexter Lawrence's Cincy is very, very, very weird. Seeing that they lost Hendricks or Hendrickson to the Ravens, and then all of a sudden they replace it with a big-ass superstar on the line again. Now to move to this whole Patriots deal, this is par for the course, man. This is like Stephon Diggs, but just a quieter version a little bit. I mean, this is what New England does. They did the same thing with Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon was a little bit seen as a problem for different reasons. Randy Moss towards part of his career was seen as a problem. Stephon Diggs. Yeah, like this is what New England does. They take those players and hopefully they do something with them. Yeah. I mean, this makes sense. To be honest, they need like a physical receiver, anyways.
If they do get him, let's just say this does go through, they would have to finish number 1 in that division, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because all they needed, to be honest, well, they need a running back because I'm not sure how much Travion Henderson is going to carry that load because they kept using Ramondre Stevens for a reason. Yeah, stop it, bro. God damn. Every show. Oh, God. All right, yeah, so I don't know if Travion can actually carry the ball as much as what he was doing before. Especially if they was using Ramondre.
Well, yeah, because he's going to be out there on the megaphone with Jaden Ivey. That's why he probably not going to be able to run the ball as much. Like...
Yeah, you see that Jaden Ivey is he turned he's turned to ministry now.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Man.
I just, to be honest, I think this is like I said, it's par for the course. I mean, they need a physical receiver. They only need to help one offense. My question is if this goes through, what is AJ Brown going to think about fucking Hollins, the one who, because that group of wide receivers is different, man. Mac Hollins walking around with no shoes and shit.
They're going to have to trade one of them. They're going to have to trade, like, because they have DeMario Davis, Kashawn
Butte, yeah.
Butte, Mac Hollins,
Mike Williams.
Well, I mean, Kyle Williams, I think his name is.
Kyle Williams, that's what he is.
So they have 4 people, and they brought in Romeo Doubs. So they're going to have to trade 2. So if they end up trading with the Patriots, I'm assuming, if I was the Patriots, and I don't know this, but I would ask for Kashawn Butte and put him in that receiving group with Wicks, Devontae Smith, and him. Those 3 would be that'll be a dangerous 3 right there.
I don't think you would have a diva in Philly either at that point because none of them seem like they. Yeah.
Dan, what do you think? Yeah. How do you think they will finish in the conference too?
Division first, I think they'll finish second behind the Jets. I'm sorry, I couldn't even say that shit with a straight face. I'm sorry.
All right, man.
All right. Yo, is he serious right now?
Wrap this shit up, man. All right. Man.
No, but it still is Buffalo's division to lose. So they'll make the wild card at minimum, but I think it's still Buffalo's division to lose.
You feel that even Buffalo with having no threats? Hold on, they picked up they had an early trade. Homeboy from the Bears. Moore.
DJ
so
Moore?
they have DJ Moore now. But that's not enough to really move the needle though. I don't
Okay,
think.
but what they've been doing the last few years wasn't enough to move the needle, and they've been moving the needle for some odd reason. So, do I care about Josh Allen? No, but
Sean McDermott. Do you attribute any of the success to Sean McDermott?
Yes,
for sure, absolutely.
So this year, do you believe? Well, we're all
Who's the coach
speculating
now?
here. It's the offensive coordinator.
Brady, right?
Brady, yeah, Joe Brady.
Yeah. So I mean, you still have continuity, and we've talked about it before. You the same argument that we made with Jalen Hurts having different OCs like every other year, right? And he's still being able to do what he's able to do. Okay, well, Josh Allen has continuity with who his new head coach is because Joe Brady was the OC. So.
Right.
As long as you still have that continuity, I mean, I'm with you. Like, I want to hate on him for the sake of hating on him, but it's like it's a weak division. So, it's a weak division.
Yeah.
So it's a toss up between Buffalo and New England. So.
Yeah, because the Dolphins and the Jets definitely not going nowhere this year. I don't see that happening. I mean, Dolphins traded away basically all their players.
Mm-hmm.
Jets don't have nobody.
Leading into the draft, what I think is if the Jets, this is my bold prediction, Jets have number 2 and they have
number 16
pick. If the Jets, because they're saying that the Arvell, is that his name? Arvell Reese or David
rusher?
Bailey, they're saying one of those 2 is going to end up going to the Jets. After that, with pick number 16, if the Jets can get Cardinal Tate, Branch, Concepcion, Tyson, if they get any of those receivers, I think that they're going to be. I don't want to say.
So before you finish your thought,
Yep.
just remember this important stat. Every year, there half the teams who made the playoffs the previous year will not make it the next year.
So that means they would have to have room for a team that
Damn.
didn't make it to make it.
That's crazy. What you gonna do
So
about
remember
the
that
Jaguars?
thought.
What you say?
What do I think about the Jaguars?
Yeah, they made it last year. You gonna be sitting with us
Jags made it.
last
did the
year. They
Chargers
made it
make
last
it.
year. Yeah, that's what I said.
Chargers
We gonna
made
be
us.
you gonna be sitting with us.
Okay, so who's knocking them out? You think Houston? I mean, Houston's defense is nasty for sure.
Don't trust CJ Stroud.
Nah,
That's,
CJ,
but yeah, I
nah,
don't.
yeah, you
I
can't-
don't trust CJ Stroud. I don't trust CJ
I think the
Stroud.
Colts are gonna look a lot different though because now they have Daniel Jones. Yeah, they were playing
that's
nice
what
in
I'm
the
like.
beginning.
Daniel
It was the
Jones
Colts at
broke his-
first.
broke his fucking fibula and his whatever the fuck he broke.
And they re-signed him, and then they also got Sauce Gardner on the other side. Their defense kind of, I don't
Give me
know,
a
man.
break with Sauce Gardner, bro. That nigga is. I
Okay,
done
so
seen
here's
niggas
the-
pass all over him. I'm cool on the Colts, and they chose to re-sign Alec Pierce to that big ass contract, which I fuck with Alec Pierce. He's nice, he's tough, but they don't have another receiver there. So, actually, they do. I'm sorry, they have Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. Those two are pretty good, but here's the problem: Daniel Jones is fucking Daniel Jones, nigga. What do you want me
What
to
you
tell
basing
you?
it off of? You basing it off of the Giants?
I'm basing it off of I watched him play last year, and before he broke his dumbass fibula, he was on the downtrend. He was on the decline. Like the game they played the Chiefs, and this was the big game where we're gonna see how Daniel Jones performs against Blase Blah. He didn't do shit. They got blown the fuck out. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball, and that was a Chiefs team that they were saying was not good. So like, my
They
thing
say that
is
all the time about the Chiefs, though.
no, but that was the game last year. That I think they were almost. They might have had one or two losses up until that point. Like they were bearing undefeated, and people were like, Jonathan Taylor's the MVP, and Daniel Jones is playing like the comeback player. So they played the Chiefs that game. I'll never forget it. It was a daytime game. I'm not even a Colts fan, and I'm not a Chiefs fan. I watched that game. I put some money on Daniel Jones to throw for 200 yards. Nigga threw for like 100 yards and threw pick after pick, fumble. I watched that whole shit. So he's going to Daniel Jones. I watched it when he was on the Giants. He's going to look good, and then he's going to do what the fuck he does. Suck. Sauce Gardner, same thing. All you need is a physical receiver, and he's out of here. The Jags have Brian Thomas. Y'all have Jacoby Myers. Parker Washington. Those three with the tight end of is it Evan Ingram? No, Strange. It's Ingram and Strange, right? Yeah. And y'all just got Travis Achan and fucking Bashan.
Oh wait, Ingram went back?
No, Ingram. I'm sorry, Ingram. Ingram is on the he's on the Broncos.
He's gone. My bad. Yeah, Ingram's gone. My bad. Yeah.
But whoever y'all have at your tight end is pretty good, and the defense is monstrous. So I'm not worried about no fucking Colts, and I'm not even in the division.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that shit might be a little tougher than what everybody think.
I mean,
But don't think you escaping this smoke either, dog. What about your Cowboys?
They're making the playoffs, and on top of that,
All right,
let me
move to the next
man.
topic.
All right, wrap this shit up.
Let me say this here: if the Cowboys draft Sonny Styles or some type of linebacker or some type of edge rusher, whatever it is, Caleb Downs, they get Caleb Downs. Woo, if they get him, the Cowboys are going to bare minimum divisional round next year.
You got more sports news? You about to tell us about the Rockets, or like why you drop that bomb?
That's breaking news right there. The Cowboys are going to go to the divisional round. They're
That's
gonna,
your
they're
hopes
gonna,
and
they're gonna
dreams.
beat.
No. That's not what you said. You said bare minimum.
Bare
They're
minimum,
going
yeah.
to the division. All right.
Drop the bomb again.
All right, man.
Yeah, this you wilding right now.
Yeah, dead ass, bro. Like,
How? They gotta
you
play.
hired it.
They got to
Bro,
play inside their division 4 times. Let me break this down.
y'all not
Bear
beating the Giants, not even once.
Nigga, we beat the Giants
Okay,
every
well,
fucking year.
well,
We beat
let's-
them niggas every year. We beat the
I think they'll at
Giants
least
every
split
year.
with the Giants.
We beat
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
the Giants.
they-
We beat the Giants twice every year. We beat the Commanders twice every year, and we normally split with the Eagles.
That's
Last year,
when Jaden Daniels was hurt
no, that
Jaden
was when he
Daniels
was
will be
playing.
back.
That was when he was playing. He was the year
on a
before
bum
they
leg.
went to the year before they went to the playoffs. They still beat him when he was a rookie. They beat him.
Trey, anybody need those 18 games to make it to the playoffs? It's y'all.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. And honestly, up
Hey, who
until
knocked
that
y'all out
point,
last year?
We didn't make it. They were
No.
They started heating up too late.
Nah, y'all didn't heat up. We
Yeah,
we
did.
turned that little pilot light off when y'all. We watched that game together.
But
you was
that
all
wasn't-
hype. You had your
but
playoff hopes, and the
but that
Chargers
game-
said lightning will not strike here.
That game did not determine if they were going to make the playoffs. They lost too many games in the front. Like when they lost to the Bears and shit, they got beat by teams they got blown out by the Broncos.
Got beat by Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but I came to respect Caleb Williams a little bit more than
That's not what you said 2 shows ago.
No, I still fuck him, but I respect his game. Like I watched the nigga do some crazy shit against the Packers twice. You know what I'm saying? So
That's in his division, but your team was easy to pass against last year.
yes, they were. That's why I said they heated up towards the end. But I think they're gonna go to divisionals. I don't even know their schedule, but I can tell you they're gonna beat the shit out of a lot of teams if they can have a defensive presence. All right, bro. Listen, bro. They had the number 1 offense that was with George Pickens. That was without Dak Prescott at some point. No, he played, and then he got hurt. But they had the number 1 offense up until like the last couple games of the season. So
Y'all only beat the Eagles because Dak Prescott was rage baiting Jalen Carter though.
Jalen Carter.
get the fuck out of here. That nigga's a thug.
Just
Lock
like
him
how
up.
I'm rage baiting you right now. You see how I
Lock him
feel?
up. No, I'm
see-
not
you see-
rage baited. I'm chilling. Jalen Carter's a thug. Lock him up. Spitting on niggas. Come on, bro.
Nah, I
What
wish
shit
y'all the
is that?
best, man. To be honest, because sometimes I feel like I need to throw Cowboys fans in the loony bin because y'all just live in the past, and then y'all always bringing up like old Super Bowls and stuff. See, y'all can talk as much trash about the Chargers as y'all want. We can win in the draft.
Y'all been to a
that's
Super
about-
Bowl?
That's about it. Yes, we have.
Ooh, when Dan Fouts and was playing and shit.
Don't matter. What did you ask?
I don't know.
What did you ask? You said, hey, did y'all go to a Super Bowl? Yes, we have. We lost to the 49ers. It was Super
Listen.
Bowl 26. That's a real fan right there.
Super Bowl 26. You weren't even alive, nigga. What are you talking about?
So what? Real fan.
the fuck? What do you
Real
mean?
fan. How old were you when
knowledge,
y'all
nigga.
won?
I was 2, 3, and 4.
You don't even remember that shit.
I was alive.
You don't remember. You don't even go there.
Huh? What?
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I think we have a division. Like I don't trust the Giants. I don't trust the Commanders. They're all good teams. The Eagles are gonna go to shit this year, and what's his face is gonna get fired. That's my prediction. But
To be
I think they
honest,
just have to draft well, like they always do. The Cowboys always draft well. Like
all right,
kinda crazy.
I'm done trolling. Seriously, I think y'all will be okay because y'all have a good line now. Like you have a good line on the defense, so I think y'all will be able to stop the running shit.
oh nigga,
think,
I forgot we got Kenny Clark, Rashawn
Yes,
Gary.
that's what
we
I'm
got
saying.
Quincy Williams. Oh,
Like, if you do draft like an edge rusher or like a corner, I think you guys will be a lot better because your offense was good. It was just your defense was
couldn't
really
stop a
spotty.
nosebleed. Couldn't stop a nosebleed. But we'll have the linebackers back. We'll have Overshown. We'll have the corners. Honestly, Trayvon Diggs was holding us back. Some about those Diggs kids, they just couldn't get it right. I don't
I
know.
don't even think he's not even on the team right
No,
now.
he's
I don't
cut.
think
They
nobody
cut
signed
him.
him.
They cut him.
No, I mean even in free agency, I don't think anybody.
Yeah, because he fucking
Nobody picked him
sucks.
up.
He gives up so much yardage. Like he gives up so much yardage. But anyways, draft predictions. Anybody that you're looking for to go to any team in specific. Let me see if I could pull up the projections or the mock draft. No, I don't want to do this shit. Are there any players you're looking forward to seeing in the NFL being drafted? Who is that?
I don't know his
close this
name.
out.
He's from Penn State. He's a guard, and he needs to go pick 22.
Nigga. Oh,
He's
my
the number
God.
one guard. He needs to go pick 22. Also, I am really interested to see where Ty Sampson goes because.
Oh my gosh.
No.
You're
Just
buying
hear
into
me
this
out.
Bullshit.
No.
man?
Here. Yeah, but it's not for the reasons why you think. Like, I want to know where he's gonna go because. One, every projection, like I said, shows him going to the Browns, but you have the Jets, you have the Cardinals, and you have the Steelers that all need quarterbacks. So I'm just interested to see how this is going to play out because there's a wide margin between Mendoza and then the rest of the field for quarterbacks. The Cardinals definitely need one. Right now, they're projected second quarterback is projected to go no later than pick 44, I believe. But we'll see what happens with it. I mean, like I said, you got some teams that need quarterbacks.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yo. If they draft this white boy as safety, bro, from Oregon,
He might
I'm
be
gonna
nice,
throw
dog.
I'm gonna throw a brick at my TV, bro. He might be nice. I never heard of this nigga before, ever in my life.
How many safeties do you literally study?
Caleb Downs.
How many other safeties in college did you know of?
Nigga,
Don't list them now that they in
I-
the NFL.
Bro,
Give me
I know
another
that-
safety. Tell me another safety in college.
that I studied. That was in
college. No, right now.
What do you mean? Right now, like that is on an NFL team?
No. That's in this draft right now from
None
college.
of them, nigga, because the only nigga I heard about and knew about was fucking Caleb Downs. All them niggas wasn't doing shit. I never heard of this nigga. And Oregon was ass, bro. Why would I fucking look for niggas on Oregon? I don't trust none of them niggas. The quarterbacks, the running backs, the
Here we
receivers,
go again.
they're all ass, bro. Everybody
we
that
go
comes
again.
from Oregon is ass. What do you want me, like, what are we talking about? Why would I want anybody? They're losers, nigga. They're losers. They're thoroughbred, stat pattern losers. All the people that come from Oregon, bro. Seriously. Justin Herbert, all his numbers are great.
See,
Nate
here we
can't
go.
get through it. Dylan Gabriel, he's the greatest quarterback we've ever seen in college. Passing touchdown, passing yards. Niggas ass. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh, wait. Bo
Marcus
Nix.
Mariota. There was some NFL. There was a running back that was from Oregon that was nice in college. I forgot his name years ago, and he was ass in the NFL. So I mean,
Something Thomas. He was like number 6. I know who you're talking about.
and he was fucking ass. Like
He
what
was
are we talking
he was fast as hell.
That's all he was fast. So, oh yeah, that's right. Y'all niggas don't have a pick,
Who?
I know. I told you that.
but y'all, the Jags and neither of them. Oh, cause y'all gave up y'all pick for Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now you see why I'm all smiles, because nobody can hurt my feelings tonight. I'm all smiles. I'm good.
Oh shit!
I'm making good. Damn.
Is there anybody?
Yeah, you have anybody that you're looking to get off the board?
He can't get nobody off the board.
No,
Exactly,
no,
bro.
No. Like meaning like, what do you want to see your team pick? Well, your teams.
Okay, you said that real. Nigga, you don't even pronounce the Z and TMZ like that, but all of a sudden you gonna say teams. All right, bro.
Let's see. When do y'all have a pick?
I don't think they'll take that here.
Not day one. It don't matter. I don't care right
Okay,
now.
48. Pick 48.
Who's that say?
Antonio Williams.
Yeah, they do need a receiver. They about to get rid of Kyle Pitts. They need somebody, bro.
You think
'Cause
maybe
they
that's why
Think
basically-
so though?
you think maybe that's why they're trading Kyle Pitts to get back into the first round?
Probably. The defense is the best defense that they've had since I've been alive, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that Gotham City villain doesn't look like he's going to face any charges, so he'll be back. So,
Hold
the
on.
defense.
What? Hold on.
Let me rephrase.
Say that again.
I misspoke. Not that he won't face any charges. I just don't think he's going to get a lengthy suspension.
Oh, so he's gonna end up playing though.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit.
I'm glad you prompted me to correct that because I don't need them in my mentions too.
We definitely gonna clip that one up, and I'm not gonna clip up the correction. They gonna be like, "He's niggas. He's from Georgia." Okay, so you don't have anybody in the first round, but is there any player
I'm
in the
trying to think.
first round that you're
Well, hold
looking
on.
forward to seeing?
Hold on. I'm trying to think again. So they got rid of Algier. They need to get somebody to back up. Never mind. We talked about this. They got two B Robinsons now.
Yep.
My fault.
Yep.
Not worried about the running backs right now. But if they're gonna get rid of Kyle Pitts, they're gonna need another receiver because basically Kyle Pitts, I know technically a tight end, but they kept using him as a receiver. So
Yeah.
Drake London can't, just can't be Drake London. Defense, I'm not too concerned about, but for once in my life,
Yeah.
for the Jaguars, since Achan is gone, fuck out of here. You can get another running back, maybe. You said Travis Hunter is going to be on defense, so
Yeah, he's all set on offense. He's done.
yeah. But I'm interested to see where Jeremiah Love goes and where Ruben Bain goes.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. They don't even. This is Yahoo. Or this is NFL. I don't even think he's in the first round.
He is.
He's in the first round. I saw him. I think.
Oh, he's right here
like
to the Saints. They got him going to the Saints.
Which would be is Chase, I don't remember if Chase Young's still there, but opposite of Chase Young.
Nah, I think Chase Young is on.
No, he was on the Saints.
He was on the Saints, but I don't know if he's still there.
No, I think he's on the I think he was on the Seahawks.
What man? I can't keep up with that nigga, bro.
No.
I can't keep up with that nigga, man. But either way, Ruben Bain, I'm interested to see where he goes. So.
Yeah,
and Jeremiah Love, they're gonna give him the Ashton Jeanty treatment. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Jeremiah Love was nice in college."
No, he's still on the Saints.
Yeah, he is still on the Saints. You're right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So opposite of Chase Young, that'll be whatever. I'll give my ops some credit, but they're gonna give Jeremiah Love the Ashton Jeanty treatment, where it's like, "Oh, he was so nice in college," and then he's gonna have a few games in the NFL where he struggles, like the first 8 games or whatever. Maybe have one good breakout game, but then it's just not gonna be good. They're gonna, but he's gonna, yeah, he's a rookie. He's supposed to. Yeah. Relax, my niggas. Derrick Henry also struggled, so I'm not saying Ashton Jeanty or Jeremiah Love will be Derrick Henry. I'm just saying a rookie is supposed to look like a rookie. Give them time; they'll be fine. Yeah,
I think Jeremiah Love's gonna be a star. I'm interested in seeing how that plays out, and also Caleb Downs, man. I've seen a couple games of him, and he just looks like what an NFL safety looks like, like classic NFL safety, where he could cover and he could hit. So, that's what I think. D, what do you think as we close this out?
I'm just looking forward to see who's gonna fall. Like, it could be Bain. Somebody's gonna do something stupid. You see it every year. Somebody winds up just supposed to be like this some top 10 pick, and all of a sudden they fall in it. Like, look at Lamar. Lamar was supposed to be up there. Shador was supposed to be up there. There's always somebody that winds up dropping like way back out of nowhere, and you're like, yo, what the hell is happening? That's what I look forward in the draft, to see when somebody does something unexpected, how the other teams respond. You guys ever watch that movie Draft Day?
Yeah.
No.
You never saw the movie Draft Day about the Browns?
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
Yeah, yeah. With my boy Black Panther. Mm-hmm. You ain't never see that movie?
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
No, I didn't see it. I should probably watch it though.
That's a good ass movie, and it kind of have like some. I don't know if that's based on like real facts, because somewhat that did happen with like the whole like Johnny Manziel deal. And like everything that played out kind of was.
It's like the NFL version of hardball with
Moneyball.
Moneyball. I'm sorry, Moneyball.
Yeah. It's a good ass movie, but it just shows you how one team will do something and then teams just start panicking and won't want to touch that player because they're wondering why you didn't want to choose them. I'm just interested to see that. I hope it's not Bane, because like I said in the last one, it doesn't make sense that they let him play a whole season and nobody brings up anything, and then all of a sudden they try to like tarnish his name right before the draft.
Well, to
But
bring it full circle, that's like the Brandon Beam shit in real time. I think he was. There's a saying for that shit. That's like a Freudian slip. That's what that was, because that's what they do, and he said it as if it was a joke. But I think if you really process how that shit goes and how we know it goes every single year, he was Freudian slipping. Like, oh, like hold on. Like, let's tank his value. Let him lose millions and drop to 26 where he's not going to be a top 10, similar to what they did to Shador. So, in closing, I think the draft is going to be dope. I'm not, like, really super hell-bent on it, but my team has 2 picks, so I'm going to see what the fuck they do. Real quick hits before we get out of here with our 30 seconds. There's a skydiver that crashed. Did y'all see the skydiver that crashed into the billboard of Virginia Tech?
yeah,
So you didn't see it?
No.
I'll show you real quick. Crazy part is when they show the actual, because this was gonna be a what the tuck, but it was kind of serious. When they show the actual distance of the scoreboard, and did you see that, D? The distance of the scoreboard in the stands? It's like he would have died on impact if he fell. Like, but look at this.
A 17-year-old Army Special Operations vet dangling from a parachute for about 20 minutes before first responders rescued him. He spoke about that frightening moment when the winds picked up and he had to change course. This morning, the skydiver who slammed into the scoreboard at a Virginia Tech football game speaking out.
It happened so fast, it surprised all of us.
Pasha Palanker was one of 3 performers set to parachute onto the field before the Hokies game Saturday. He says everything was going as planned until the winds picked up.
When I was approaching, everything looked fine. And wind picked up as I was getting into the stadium, picked up way above than what is expected. And it looked like I was going to land on the crowd, which could have been pretty dangerous.
Palanker quickly changing course.
All right, we don't need to see the whole story, but you guys get the idea. I want to know if they. Oh, here it is. What I wanted to see was the distance between the scoreboard and like the actual ground.
His shoulder, but is otherwise okay.
To the left is real quick, but to the left,
Otherwise okay.
like over here, the scoreboard is actually right there, and this is the stadium. So there's like a road in between the scoreboard and the stadium. So if he fell, he would have. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Also, Coach K's grandson. That's not funny. Rest in peace. Coach K's grandson ended up hitting a 15-year-old cyclist, and he was driving with a .11 BAC.
see, here we go again.
Yeah. But that news isn't really like widely casted. And last but not least, Mike Tomlin struck a deal with NBC Sunday Night Football in America, and I'm assuming he took Tony Dungy's position. They let him go for Tony Dungy because Tony Dungy announced that he was moving on. So, any thoughts on Mike Tomlin being on Friday Night Football or Sunday Night Football?
He's gonna be 9-8.
With his picks, right?
He's gonna be 9-8 this year.
Nah, this is gonna be the year he actually loses.
That's fire.
Yeah, he's getting bread for that. All right, 30 seconds of love. Let's take it home. All right, I feel like we didn't let off a lot of hate today, but we let off a good amount. I think we were pretty zen today.
Nah, it was just directed towards each other.
Yeah, it was a little bit of misguided hate. Like, goddamn, nigga, a little displacement here and there. You know what I'm saying? But we powered through it. Who wants to go first? Who's next?
I'll go first.
All right, go ahead. Here we go. 30 seconds. You're on the clock.
All right, so my 30 seconds of love is going to wrestling because I think I'm starting to find my way back. Like I said at the beginning, Trick Williams, whoop that trick. There's little intricacies that will make me kind of fall back in love with this stuff. They are calling fucking Rey Mysterio's son Dirty Dom. You have Danhausen and his fucking Oompa Loompas following him around, carrying bodies out. Like, this shit is awesome. I fucking love that shit. I was watching the highlights and I'm like, yo, this shit kind of dope.
Dirty Dom. I did see him say he was the best Mysterio or some shit like that when he was walking out. I said, this fucking bastard.
Yo, did you check? Did you see Drew McIntyre? Right, that's his name? McIntyre?
Yeah.
Fucking acting like Dominic Toretto trying to fucking wrench this dude's eye out? The Fatu dude? Yo, like, I don't know, man. I might be back watching. I was gonna say back on the horse, but Trey would say some sketchy shit off of that. So
nah, back on the horse is not.
Okay.
That's not.
I think I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be watching wrestling again.
There you go. All right, let me do my 30 seconds, and then Dame, you could close us out. My 30 seconds is gonna go to NBA referees. I think they do a great job. They've been doing a great job in this playoff to letting them play. Also, to be able to handle that amount of stress, people trying to sway you with calls and all that shit, the only refs that ain't really doing their job is the OKC refs. Other than that, everybody else has been letting them play. That Denver and Minnesota game was a true testament to that. Even the Knicks-Hawks, I just think NBA referees don't get enough credit. They don't get enough praise. And I think they've been doing a great job with just how they've been presenting the game and keeping it flowing to the point where it's not stagnant. It's just enough. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're OKC. But I even get that because he's the champion. So, I mean, he gets the ref. I mean, he gets the favorable whistle. So, but yeah. Shout out to NBA refs. Dame?
Of course, I always acknowledge the tribal chief, but I do want to give a shout out to Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. They're having their baby. Bianca's one of my favorite wrestlers, so it sucks that she's still going to be off air even longer. But congratulations to them. I know they wanted that baby for a long time. Paige is back. Shout out Jade always, so fuck Rhea. But wrestling has always been my thing. And y'all can't tell me otherwise. And I'll be showing up every week, even when the product is trash. So, yeah.
So, question about the people that are having the baby. Is that like a real baby or like when
Nigga, did you not see that baby bump?
I don't know because I also thought Kane and
Here we go again.
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
I ain't gonna lie though, Dame. That shit fucked me up too though.
Man, let it go, brothers.
I thought Kane had what was her name? Leah or what was her name?
Lita?
Lita. I thought Kane and Lita had a baby, and then who was the nigga that came in between them and he was like trying to fuck Lita and shit.
You mean Edge and Matt Hardy? Is that who you're talking about?
No. There was like a villain. It was like around the time where Kane was becoming face. Like you started to see his face, and people started to have like he started to have like a heart.
Oh, I got you.
That arc.
Yeah.
That arc.
Yeah.
So they had the baby, and he kicked the baby or kicked her while she was pregnant or some shit, and they like lost the child. I was like, fuck him. I don't remember his name though. He was a dirty bat. His name was it was some Irish shit.
Sheamus?
Sheamus?
Fuck Sheamus, B.
I fucked with Sheamus though. I like Sheamus.
Hell
Sheamus
no.
was in the
Fuck
Ninja
him.
Turtle movies.
Hold on, what?
I think he was in a Ninja Turtle movie.
So when Bianca's music played on Saturday, and I'm on a Zoom call with my niggas, and I'm like, okay, Bianca's back, right? My girl's like, yeah, whatever, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I recognize the music. And then she starts walking, and it's in slow motion in my head. I'm like, wait, she walking a little slow. Wait, she doesn't have her braid. Wait, why does she have on that big ass robe? Wait, no. It was like me watching the Super Bowl all over again. So
I see
whatever.
her. Oh yeah.
All right, bro.
Oh,
Shit.
no, I see she's pregnant. I see she's pregnant.
Very pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, wrestling, you can't make that shit up though. Like you
Yeah,
don't
shout
know
out
what's
Angelo
real and what's
Dawkins.
not.
You can't make
Shout
up
out-
a fake baby. Come on, they
No,
do
no,
that
no, I
without
mean,
wrestling.
no. I'm saying like you can't make up like we don't know what's real and what's fake with them. Like, are they family? Are they not family?
Right.
Are,
Right,
are-
like
is she really
is
pregnant
this,
or is she not
is
pregnant?
this really like a I'm breaking character, or is it like I'm breaking character but I'm not breaking character because it's part of the script? Them motherfuckers is genius, bro. When you get to the depths of it, they genius, man. It's like the NBA, the NFL. That's why ESPN hosts it.
Nigga, you sound like Crocker talking about some fairy godparents right now,
So-
bro. That's
I know.
that's
I
a
know
Fairy
big
you-
sound right now.
That's like telling motherfucking a kid that Santa Claus ain't real. I get it.
What?
But I think when the nigga was doing this shit, who knows if the nigga's
Wait, what
actually
did you
being
just say?
real? That's like when you tell a kid that Santa Claus ain't real, bro.
Fuck you talking about? He is real. My kid right behind me.
No, he not.
No, I'm kidding.
He can't hear. All right, man. He can't hear us anyways. He don't
Nah,
believe
Trey-
it. Y'all don't even got a chimney, yo.
So
Talking about.
no, we do got a chimney. It's closed in. Yo, so were you here when I was Santa?
Yeah, I was. I'm closing it out. Peace out.
Yeah, peace.
We'll see
Yeah,
y'all
peace.
later. Peace.